I saw this video. I know what I'm saying here will not make sense, but anyhow way it be, I go talk am. See the video, watch am. Anyways, the reason why I don't want this video to play hard, to play more, because it's the same thing. But my question is that, why are they doing this? What is the reason of what they are doing? And after this, what will be the result? You know, when a blind man is leading a fellow blind man, they will end up in a gutter. Hear this. For those of you now where they plan to do the same thing where they don't do, or if this video will come across anybody, after you crawl on your knee, you have scar on your knees, you have injury on your knees, and let me put it this way: after you have all those scar on your knees, or you have injury on your legs, in order because you are doing what the pastor or the prophetess asks us to do, and we come back home fasting with that kind of stress, with penance, then our brother walk up to us that they need something and we could not give. All our fasting went in vain. After you fast all this, go through all this stress, and you come back and your maid is still drinking gari instead of giving your maid better food, all what you went through is null and void. After all this you have done and you came back as a boss and you still treat your workers unfair, all what you went through is null and void. After doing all this thing and you came back and you still look down on people because you have more than them, all what you went through is null and void. If you know this, you know peace. But what I'm trying to say is that, you know, this, maybe they are fasting, and that fasting might be a penance, but I think God have paid it all. Jesus have paid it all on the cross. He went for penance for us. He fasted for us. Indeed, we need to fast. But they say when you fast, the Bible says when you fast, wash your face. You hear me? Go into a sacred place. Do not come out like the hypocrite, exposing yourself to the world, praying as if you know how to pray very well. And when you fast, you need to be charitable. You know, some people fast, but after the fasting, they still fall into sin. Because they fast into iniquity. They fast into hatred. They fast into bitterness. Someone who is fasting, nearly going on their knees, crawling on their knees for God to answer them. But when they come out from that fast, they cannot even give you even the water to drink. But they are fasting. You see, when you fast, what do? You become charitable. You become a giver. That which you didn't eat, going on that fast, give it out. I think that is fasting. Even if I may say, I just want to at least say a little thing that will draw your attention. You know, when we were small, or those of you that are in Catholic, you needed to go to the priest before you make confession. But the Bible said, if you confess your sin unto the Lord, He's faithful to forgive. You do know why? Because in yourself you have a God. We so much believe that the same which was happening then in the Old Testament is still the same that is happening in this new generation. Yes, it's the same, but Jesus helped us to understand that. Then we used to go to the priest to make our confession, and a blood would be poured in the altar for our sin to be forgiven. But now, one blood came down from heaven, the Son of Man, and He washes the sins of everyone, those that are yet to be born. Their sins has been forgiven. So when you think that you still need to go to the priest to make a confession, is a lie. When you think the God that you are calling is only in heaven, is a lie. When you think the God that you are calling is only in men, is a lie. Then you have to rethink that the same God that you are calling is in you. He said, I will go, I will not leave you like an orphan. I will send a helper, the Holy Spirit, that will live in you. What is the Holy Spirit? It's Jesus, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit put together in you. So whenever you want to make a confession, you have to be remorseful of what you are doing. You have to be sorry of what you are doing or what you have done. Father, I am sorry. I came with a humble heart. David always comes to God with a humble heart. And whenever he comes to God with a humble heart, God used to forgive David. So why are you thinking that you need to meet a priest before your sin will be forgiven? No. Hear this and know the truth. If you are living under obedience, you need to live according to the will of God. He said, thou shalt not kill. When you find it in your heart not to forgive others, knowing that God will not forgive you. So when you want God to forgive you, you don't need to go through all those stress in order that you are doing penance or you are going on your knees to crawl for God to forgive you. No. You just need to have a remorseful heart, a sorry heart, and ask God, forgive me. He will. I leave you with this video. Please, be wise. Be wise. Don't play.